Hello, old souls. I want to thank you so much for being here. My name is Steph. We are going to create a small but sacred ink blot in sepia ink made in your name and essence. Timestamps below. We'll add on Terran Oracle in the Shaman's Palm configuration. And where Mr. Paranormal Plasma here is, we have Ghost Tube kicking for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further arise, inspire, or irritate. Overall, please to receive or release freely. So when you're ready, old souls, thank you so much for holding space for me to share my insights, and may you meet a message with meaning. Let's go.
Please go.
All right, we are going. Old souls, you know the drill. I'm here to create a portal versus a masterpiece for our perception, for our perspective, to perceive and receive.
Boat.
Gazing to gain our own insights, intuitions, and all that kind of good stuff. When you are ready, here is the reveal. What? Okay. Old souls, if you want to take a snapshot or a screenshot, you know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, any shapes or symbols that are standing out, please feel well to comment below.
I'm not sure.
Keep to yourself. Add an emoji. Anything that interacts with the channel, I appreciate. I'm going to take a moment to open up while you're scrying. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of old souls, fellow empaths, seekers, psychonauts. May you meet a message with meaning. I love you as well, and you are loved. All right, old souls. I'm hearing, like, come here and give me a hug. Come here and give me a hug. There's a happy hippo in here. There's also a reading lamp. And a magnifying glass. I think what I'm feeling is, what am I hungry for? What am I hungry for? Okay, so I'm also seeing an owl, like Angry Bird owl, but I'm either hilarious. I'm either washing the dishes, you know, like is it the Karate Kid wax off,
Damage.
wax on, and I'm like, I don't understand this. How is this valuable to me learning karate? Or I'm like washing the dishes really aggressively, like I'm trying to clean something. I'm seeing it as dishes, but then I'm also seeing, you know, when some people are intensely immersified in something that they're doing that they look angry, and I say that from personal experience, when like somebody, fix your face, Stephanie, or why are you so angry? And I'm like, I'm not, I'm just focused. I'm focused. It's kind of what it feels like. But then also something about the bongos, and it's specifically bringing me into like maybe just you know, like rhythm or hand drums or a pan drum, but I'm hearing it as bongos, and then it wanders me into the Big Bang Theory when Sheldon plays the bongos. So it's very fun. But I feel intense about it. I'm focused. I'm intense. The other rabbit hole is this: I admit, like I'm angry that I don't understand something.
I told her.
Wax on, wax off. How does this help? I don't know. Maybe that has value to somebody. I'm not sure. But come here and give me a hug, because it feels like there is this ultimate understanding that's coming through that is revealed it's realized, not revealed. It's realized. And that's making me feel like it's already integrated once I realize it. Okay. I'm seeing almost like acrobatic. So this could be something more ethereal because it feels higher up. And they're like swinging. Like imagine if there was like two acrobats swinging towards each other. You might be looking to make a connection with someone specifically. Gemini. This could be your Gemini energy, wherever Gemini is in your chart, or if you're working with Gemini in any way, shape, or form. I'm also seeing a gremlin. There's a little kind of bug in here, and there's a little fish, and there's a little bird. I feel like I'm seeing also the center of a pomegranate, if that symbol means anything to anyone. These feel like I am looking at each kind of animal, or like a bird, a fish, a bug, and something on that's grazing. It's almost like I can turn a dial. I feel I am smitten with support. I am smitten with support.
Karma.
Somebody is smudging or saging with very large feathers. Feathers might mean something to you from spirit, or you yourself are smudging as well. Maybe you're using a feather. It might be somebody from the afterlife coming through, or that spirit guide helping you through, because I'm in the cave of ice, which is in the pinky.
Follow you.
And here we are in the midworld in the palm. And see how he has the sun there? I just say generalization, but it's like it could be that drum, the pan drum, maybe music, or washing the dishes, wax on, wax off. I feel like I'm training for something. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. I see a contract being signed, or some sort of document that I'm signing, or a creation that I'm signing. Okay, sorry, for some old souls, okay. Because on the bottom I have here Shaman of Courage, very shadowy. And in my cave of ice, things that might be ancient, prehistoric, frozen in time. They're kind of like a pairing. I feel like I have the courage to, yeah, see, I even have a knowing here. Like a nightlight. There's that owl, the nightlight of realizations. I feel as though okay, I don't want to say I'm being led, but I feel as though I have the courage. It's like the Ice Age, and I don't know if it was dark, but it kind of has that air of being dark. Just
Offended.
like dark, like nighttime. Not dark bad. Sorry, I'm not trying to offend courage or courageousness, but to kind of go through, even stepping forward to go through different emotions, or maybe what you sense in the world or see on the news, and detach from it. Because there's that, it's like stressing about it doesn't reveal or doesn't indicate my care. I might think that, I'll be honest with you. I stress so much that shows how much I care. And I don't know I feel like, again, I'm being trained, or by this, what is the Karate Kid's like guru, master, sensei, something along that lines? Sensei, something about sensing. I also feel like maybe I have lost something, a skill from when I was a kid, because there's a little child back here. But you're having the courage to pursue something from a different age, maybe that, again, has been in a block device. And when I say that block of ice, because I'm seeing it like a binding spell. No, I'm not saying anyone's gone through that quite literally, but like it's been frozen. I will return to this when there's a certain amount of light, maybe, and not certain in certainty, but that it'll melt and release the bind. Does that make sense? I think it does. Pomegranate's popping back in. Cave of Winds. Oh my goodness. And the Ancestor of Knowing comes back out in the Cave of Winds of your thoughts. It's like when the Karate Kid understands why wax on, wax off. I think I've seen the movie once, maybe twice, not even all the way through. But then you know. In your wisdom, this owl lights up, this angry bird. What's on the bottom here? Hunter of paths. In your cave of winds, in your mind, in your thoughts of your air. Also the weather. what you're weathering, what you've been weathering. Again, washing the dishes, some redundant chore. That is ridiculous. Okay. So in your cave of hearth fires is your ancestor of guidance, hunter of vision, and then ancestor of illusion. Okay, so I'm going to just let that be.
Niece.
In the middle finger. On the bottom is, okay, ancestor of protection. So this is making me feel like in your hearth fires of what you were guided to do with that illumination of your knowing in your mind and heart. I have a vision. It's like I'm hunting. I'm hunting this. I'm going to call it a gazelle. Because I am... It's like that's kind of what I'm learning, how to hunt my heart's desires. Because I do think at some point in time you might have felt empty, or when you look at I can externalize and say when you look at the world, or maybe hope, maybe inside, it's like I don't see anything, I'm empty. But then I kind of want to come into that place of, emptying the well, flushing the toilet, draining the bathtub, doing the dishes with all that dirty water. It's like whatever you've been cleaning, the water's now dirty and it's asking to be emptied. Pull the plug, empty the water, clean the proverbial sink, if I may, and let it go. So then you can refill the sink with something else. Shaman of birth. Exactly. And this is in your cave of rivers of how you're feeling. So whatever you hunt, whatever your heart is hunting for, you catch it and you cook it. And then you got to clean it because you've been trained. You want to look at the top one as well. Hunter of strength. You've been trained. I'm going to say by spirit. I don't know what that means to you personally. If
Please.
It's your spirit, your soul, your higher self, a guide, I don't know what it is, and it's not for me to worry about. Cave of earth, we're going to come down to the lowest density here, and it's your hunter of dreams. And it's like from you cook, you eat, you clean, boots to the mud. It's like accepting the loss in honor of what maybe you had to go out and get or fetch, the dirty water, right? The dirty water going down the drain. You release that loss, but appreciate that the water was there as a medium to help you clean. And you know that. And then you do it again. And then you go again. And this continues the cycle of dreams. This is what this does. It continues the cycle of dreams. So your dreams, I'm going to say in a cheesy way, are always coming true in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's add on a few oracle cards. Old souls, fellow empaths, seekers, or psychonauts, thank you so much. If you are interested in the extended, I will put the link below, as your generosity does help keep the ink flowing and intuition growing. Okay, so and I'll flip the ink blot in it as well. Eyes of the ego rising above the fray. I cannot speak today. Apparently I need more goggles or scryicals out here. It's rising above the frequencies and maybe of the world, maybe of what you're feeling empathically, psychonaut style in your astral travels, in your existence, adventures, and explorations, to what you seek and see as a positive sensitivity, right? And rising above it, cleaning your dirty water. We have here beloved radical acceptance. This is that knowing. Cooking as well brings me into the fire of the shaman of rebirth. It's like when somebody catches something, or say maybe you go like grocery shopping, or like what's for dinner. Oh, I have ink all over me. Hopefully I'm not putting ink all over my face.
I know.
You do know, it's right there. And it's like you call home and say, okay, I've got the fresh fish. Start the barbecue. Start the car. start the barbecue. Once you like turn on the burner of that, and you know whatever this thing is, wax on, wax off, and you understand something, I don't know what it is, but you understand what it is. Collectively, interconnectedly to individually, because this is how vast it could be. The stove's already started. It's like the water's already being boiled. So when you get home, when you get wherever, the water's clean, the water's hot, ready to go. Cook it. Cook it. All right, let's keep adding on a few more cards here. And what is this for? This is for your future. And on the bottom, somewhere along the lines, we had protection, especially in this heart ascension. Heart ascension. It's like making boiled eggs or hard boiling eggs. The temperature's good. Got to be in there for a certain time.
Phone.
Stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. And then from making those eggs or that fish, maybe you're going to make a tuna salad, or maybe you're going to make fish fries. Maybe you're going to make fish nuggets, or you can save some and then you can freeze it so it's ready. Like, the possibilities are endless from whatever this is for you. And then that even brings me into with the fire and the ice. It's like you cook something up and then you put it in the freezer for another time. And it's kind of like when I originally said the bind, but that's why it's not really a bind. It's there to get you out of a bind when you don't maybe have enough time, or you're in a rush, or you're in a hurry and you need a quick something to eat. And you're like, you know what? Oh yeah, that's right. Whatever I hunted, whatever I did before, whatever skill set, whatever in knowledge you have, whatever this is, you're like, oh yeah, I can go pick up that book and I can read that again because I kept that book. Or I can go to the library and get it because I know where it is. That's what it feels like. And then to close out here, we have Hunter of Dreams in the earthly realm. You have Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. And this is like what you're hunting, your dreams.
Cursed.
You're not cursed. And maybe that's a mindset. Because this cycle can also go in the other direction. Get you out of a jam or bind you to something. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're completing the cycle. All right, one last Native Spirit card to add to before I flip it. Again, extended below for this mid-world palm. There we go. Thank you. Flowing river. You are going with your flow. Things are starting to de-thaw. They're on the counter. You're preparing. You shall hunt again. You shall hunt again. But it's like being, for some of you, you might be like those, that's, you know what I mean? Be like an entrepreneur. And there's, that kind of like that ongoing joke, like right now, like, oh, if you own a shop, you're also marketing, you're also advertising, you're also admin, you're also payroll, you're also this. And it's very overwhelming, but this is kind of like the learning what roles you're best at, what roles you might be able to at some point in time hand off. And it's like doing the dishes and getting a dishwasher. At some point in time, maybe you have a restaurant and you're like, you know what, we can actually buy an industrial dishwasher. Or maybe you'll add somebody to your team. Maybe that's the contract being signed. Maybe you'll just make an agreement. And you're like, this is going to help us both flow and defrost. But I'm also seeing it like, what's that kind of ice? Like dry ice. Dry ice. I don't know what that means. But it's really quite beautiful. All right, old souls. I'm going to continue on to the extended. If you're interested in joining me, gratitude. If you're not interested in joining me, gratitude. Your presence and awareness truly warms my haunted heart, and I want you to know that. I'm super grateful for you scrying with me and traveling the surreal stories. So until next time, lots of love.